Our region's business is sponsored by PNC for the achiever in you.
Maybe nothing has done as much to turn heads among recent visitors to our region than the transformation along our rivers over the past 10 years. Not only is there new office, industrial, and even residential development, people are using a growing network of trails for hiking and biking. Lisa Schroeder's back with us. She's president and CEO of Riverlife. Scott Bricker is executive director of Bike Pittsburgh, and both Riverlife and Bike Pittsburgh are a little more than 10 years old themselves. So great to have you both here. Welcome.
Thank you, and
Thanks
congratulations on 500 shows.
500 shows, yeah, almost our 10th anniversary. We're getting close. So yeah, it's been a great time period to really cover what's been a pretty remarkable transformation here.
It really has. Pittsburgh's story is exploding, and you know, to paint a picture for your viewers, if we think back 10 years ago, our trails were really, were the story. And there was dirt moving on the North Shore, but there was not yet a North Shore park. Point State Park, of course, was the center of downtown, but it was in terrible condition due to deferred maintenance and overuse. So the transformation that has taken place since then is amazing. Point State Park has had a top to bottom facelift, brand new fountain. The convention center was not connected on the waterfront. Then the North Shore Park, of course, has changed a whole new paradigm with boating and biking and 5Ks and entertainment. There wasn't a Southside Riverfront Park, which is now full-scale new park with an amphitheater and a trail connection. One could go on and on, but $128 million of new riverfronts has turned the rivers into the front door now. Well,
and as you say, not just for recreation, but business investment, or residential investment, it's been pretty remarkable in terms of the total economic impact.
Absolutely. What is really thrilling is that every dollar invested on the riverfronts has resulted in well over $30 in real estate investments for a total over $4 billion. So the hotels, the corporate headquarters, the brand new residential facilities that are now lining the riverfronts, all of that is a new story since 10 years ago.
That's pretty remarkable. And not only a couple of years before that, Scott, you started Bike Pittsburgh, which at the time truly seemed to be an oxymoron.
Oh, exactly. People thought we were crazy. No one bikes here. It's so hilly and the weather is terrible. Well, I mean, let's face it, it is hilly and the weather is terrible, but people are taking to bicycling in the city like fish take to water.
And how much of an impact do you think the construction along the rivers, the creation of these trails and these level cycling areas, how big a difference has that made?
So people were bicycling in Pittsburgh, believe it or not, before the trails.
Yeah,
but the trails really made bicycling explode in Pittsburgh and really made it accessible to children, to elderly people. I mean, it's safe and it's comfortable. And it's friendly and it feels great to be out on the trails and riding, and it's introduced people to actually exploring all of Pittsburgh by bike. It's really the closest thing you can get to flying without leaving the ground. And I think the trails, without that investment, we wouldn't see Pittsburgh be the 6th highest level of biking and walking out of all the cities in the United States.
Seriously? 6th highest out of the United States?
6th highest for biking and walking commuting.
That's biking and walking commuting. That's a pretty remarkable statistic considering where we were 10 years ago. So incredible progress over the last 10 years with our last two and a half minutes or so. Where are we going from here? What's next for Riverlife and our riverfronts?
Well, they're brand new public docks now on the Southside Works and on Allegheny Landing. And we are working on a state-of-the-art, world-class riverfront project that will start on the Allegheny River for 6.5 miles. The North Shore is a wonderful place, but it's not yet finished. We need to extend North Shore Park all the way down to the West End pedestrian bridge, and there are beautiful designs for a pedestrian link across the river.
So the vision is really for what? A continuous park all the way around the...
A continuous loop all the way around the confluence, linking all of these sites and all the trails in one seamless center of community life, a place that can be the calling card for Pittsburgh. And it really has only happened because every sector has pulled together to create the riverfront.
So with that kind of infrastructure, what's ahead for biking?
Sure. So since 2007, we've put in over 50 miles of on-street bikeways, connecting neighborhood to neighborhood, business district to places where people live and work and play. Where we're going in the future is actually enhancing that infrastructure and making it even more comfortable for people to ride on. A lot of the infrastructure that's been in place is a decent starting point, but shared lane markings, they don't give you that sense of comfort and physical separation and protection that people really crave, like you experience by riding on the trails. We want to recreate that experience on the streets and connect people to where they live, to where they work, to where they shop. That's really the future, and it's part of our Better Bikeways vision.
That's terrific, and hey, it's spring. Finally, it's spring. Time to head to the river. Time to grab a bike.
Grab your paddles, grab your bicycle.
Exactly.
All right, excellent. Lisa Schroeder from Riverlife, Scott Bricker from Bike Pittsburgh. Thank you both so much.
Thank you for having
Thanks
us.
for having us.
And we'll be back in a minute with little dollars and cents times 500. Stay with us.